My name is Ardiningsih. I'm going to talk about intercultural interaction competence or ICIC. In the intercultural interaction course, we discuss about culture in interaction. I will divide it into two terms, namely culture and interaction. What is a culture? Culture is about all complex aspects of human life. Cultures is everything that appears in people's lives, such as attitudes, behaviors, thoughts, words, character, habits, beliefs, and customs in community groups. Matsumoto said that culture is the set of attitudes, values, beliefs, and behaviors shared by a group of people, but different for each individual, communicated from one generation to the next. While interaction is a type of action that occurs when two or more objects affect or have an effect on each other. So, what is meant by intercultural interaction competence or ICIC? Here's the explanation. It refers to the competence not only the communicative, verbally and non-verbally, and behave effectively and appropriately with people from other cultural groups, but also to handle the psychology demands and dynamic outcomes that result from such interchange. So, this intercultural interaction is not only about a verbal and non-verbal communication activities, but also its influence on the psychology. The interaction behavior interprets personality. This will affect the ability to think, act, which will impact on leadership attitudes and also job careers. Why is someone considered successful in his leadership and career, while in his work environment everyone comes from a different culture? This is because he has the ability to doing well interaction, be it with his employees or his business partners. So, this is what is called intercultural interaction competence. Then what is the opposite? Cultural differences actually cause conflict in society. For example, why would a woman find it difficult to develop her career in a public space? This is because of the beliefs held by the community that a good woman is a woman who is not actively in social activities or is only stay at home. This is known as a stereotype. Secondly, why would an Eastern person speak cursing by a Japanese? This is just an example. Because I had the experience where there were activities with friends in Java. For example, when I say, how come? Or in Indonesian, aduh kok bisa ya? As an expression of my disappointment at my work identified by the tutor. But the tutor thought I was angry and object to the result of his corrections. So this is called misunderstanding. Why? Because our culture is from the East. When we are speaking, the intonation is high and there is emphasis. Third, the big case that cultural differences can cause is racism. So, All of the cases that I have mentioned above are examples of Lucy's experience by Cartwright. There are many other cases that we can find. Another thing that is interesting in this intercultural interaction is how the environment around us is able to influence the way of thinking, interaction behavior and social culture, and even a person's personality. We can also see how a child chooses friends who tend to have something in common with him. For example, women tend to hang out with other women, and men tend to hang out with other men. This has been explained by my friend in the previous lecture, namely about adjustment of adolescent. So, what is adjustment? Adolescent adjustment is a process of adjustment carried out by adolescents in their growth process in order to find their identity. The terms adaptations and adjustment imply not only an adapting to a person, but a set of circumstances which impose demands and requirements. One adapts to school, one adapts to neighborhood, to peer group and social encounter, to parenthood, to a social club, and etc. In this case, there are several things that affect. Among them are different cultures have different ways of adjustment. Then, the three domains of life for adolescents are school, friends, and family. These three things affect the way of thinking, beliefs, and behavior of adolescents. That's all for my presentation. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.